Hello everybody, my name is Sophia. I go to this fine establishment called Washington State University, but today I hosted a super fun Friendsgiving and I had a great time, so I just wanted to document that and the preparation process and share with you, so I hope you enjoy because I certainly did. So my very last vlog, I kind of left you guys out on a cliffhanger because I told you that I was going to go on this super cool newscasting trip, and here's the get ready where we talk about it. Hey everybody, I am back. It is now Thanksgiving Day. I was on a hiatus from the vlog while I went to Portland to do my shadowing trip. So essentially, to set the scene, I wasn't aware of this based off the application to apply for this trip, but essentially it was primarily for a focus on broadcasting careers. So by that, it being a news anchor and being on TV. My degree is multimedia journalism production, so it's a little bit different. There is some overlap. But pretty much all of my courses are based off the writing side and then producing small-scale videos by yourself. So I didn't know anything about the broadcasting side whatsoever. So our very first night there, we had dinner with the general manager of the station and a couple of the more seasoned reporters that wore several hats and were very experienced in a myriad of different ways. And everyone was amazing. I had a fantastic time. But let me tell you. So essentially, everyone was kind of trading jokes. The professionals were kind of joking with us and everything. It was a great time over dinner. This is where I learned that, well, you know, whenever you start working at a place, you kind of get the crappy position, crappy hours, whatever at first. Everyone does that. It's called paying your dues. So I figured paying your dues would be, a couple years, 1, 2 years, whatever. And I didn't realize that the crappy position or the crappy hours is 3 in the morning to 11 in the morning and then 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I learned that unless you get kind of more on the corporate side, with 15 years of experience, you're not going to be working a 9 to 5 and you're not going to be working kind of normal hours. But then in my head, I was like, you know what? That's okay. That's just for the news anchors and the broadcasters and stuff. I should be fine. I should have the normal hours, whatever. No, I learned that that's not the case. The writers and producers actually have to work those hours as well, which in hindsight, it does make sense because news is constant 24/7 and pretty much everything is done live now. There's not really enough time to prep the news and how you're going to present it. So that does make sense. But I just didn't realize it. That's just one of those things where you would never have known or learned unless someone that was previously in the profession told you, which I'm so grateful for this trip. I learned so much. So essentially we learned about a lot of different positions. I learned about a producing position, which I'm trying to tell my sister Natalie about it, who really wants to go into film production. But for all of you journalism students out there that are interested, pretty much everybody stressed to us that there's a huge shortage of producers. So a lot of news stations and even some bigger ones, they're actually hiring producers straight out of college with really no experience at top markets. So New York, Los Angeles, those types of places. So that was very cool. So I was like, okay, I can see that as a career opportunity, even though the hours, oh my gosh, that was very daunting. But more on that later. I don't know if you guys care, but I'm taking the NYX Butter Gloss and I'm using this as a blush. And I think it looks fantastic. And then the next day, we actually got to go in and shadow everyone. So we did watch the Good Morning Show, which was very cool to see live and behind the scenes. It was super cool. It was very fluid. I kind of expected to see a lot of kind of Hollywood stuff, but no, it was what you see is what you get, which I thought was very respectable and very cool. Anyway, so after that, we got to group off and basically just shadow people all day long. So we were shadowing from 9 to 4, and each hour we got a new person. Super cool. I talked to the creative services director. I talked to a multimedia content creator, which I think he was my favorite, or he was one of my favorite positions that I got to learn about. I love to talk to the sales guy, actually, the person in charge of the sales. I thought that was very cool, and for some reason it just never occurred to me that of course the news station needs to sell ads. And you would make bank from that, so that was very cool. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion, which I didn't realize this when I bought it, but I'm pretty certain it's a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. but I like it. It was such an awesome experience, and everyone was so welcoming and so eager to answer questions, and it was just great. The creative services director, actually, he's allowing me to email him my resume so that he can critique it, which, when are you ever going to get an opportunity for the director of something like that to critique your resume and help you out? So I thought that was amazing. In addition to that, I talked to this one host. Her name was Stephanie. She was awesome. She was just such a ball of great energy. And basically, Stephanie asked if anyone had told us about the pay yet. And we told her no, because no one, you know, you're not going to be asking people, oh, how much do you make? Except the sales guy. He was fine with that. For those of you wondering, he said that if you make less than 100K after your 3rd year there, you're doing something wrong, because that's kind of what you're supposed to be doing. So I was like, okay, that's very appealing. So Stephanie, she warned us. She's like, I think that it's only fair that you know what you're getting into before you commit your life to this. And that's when I started getting a little bit nervous. So essentially, she was telling us that, at least back then, she had to move to the middle of nowhere, so it's called a smaller market, which makes sense. Normally the college grads go to a smaller market so that they can mess up and it's not as big of a deal, and they learn and everything like that. But basically, she was telling us that she was there for quite a while. I think maybe like 5 years, in the middle of nowhere, Oregon, and that essentially everyone that she worked with that's kind of on her same level, they made $1 above the minimum wage at the time. So she was making $7 at the time. But however, what does pay well, which I just never considered this as a career opportunity for whatever reason, it just wasn't on my radar, is a weather girl. So weather girls actually get paid quite a bit of money. And she was telling us that basically how she advanced was she started taking on a weather girl position for free at the station. So she was working 7 days a week. She was working 5 days a week at the station as I think she was a newscaster. And then she worked weather girl on weekends with no additional pay for about 6 months, until she was noticed by a larger studio. And then about 20 years later, she worked her way back to Portland, which is where she wanted to come back to all along, because that's where she's from. And now she works normal hours, like a 9 to 5, and she's a host. So she's a host for little segments of the news station that are ad focused. So she doesn't work in news anymore. She now works in the advertising side. So that was very interesting to hear about, because like I said, kind of with the 3 a.m. shifting, I figured that you're kind of in the bad positions for a couple years and that's it, but it doesn't seem like you are. So now I'm very happy to know what I'm getting into, and there's no other way that I would have learned this stuff if I hadn't gone on this trip and spoken with these people. So it was absolutely fantastic. I had a great time at the news station, and everyone was amazing, and it was so fun. So yeah, that kind of sums up my trip. I just came back yesterday. Me and Andrew went Thanksgiving Day shopping yesterday. So basically tonight we're anticipating, I think, about 9 guests. So I'm very excited for that. I have to deep clean everything. Andrew's in the kitchen cooking right now. We're starting the prep work for that. For those of you that don't know, Andrew absolutely loves to cook. Woo, that's his passion. So he's more than happy to be doing that by himself right now. I'm doing the more cleaning side. So I am filming a Christmas wish list video, which is why I'm getting all done up right now. So of course with Christmas, you're gonna have to do a red lip, and I'm very partial to a red lip. So here is this amazing lip stain. It's called Etude Dear Darling Tint. You can get this on Amazon. I absolutely love this stuff. I think it's fantastic. It was $8 or $9 on Amazon. For those of you with a very prominent Cupid's bow, do you like lining it out? Or do you like just smoothing it over? I personally, I kind of like both. I think that smoothing it out gives kind of a softer vintage style, which I'm, again, very partial to. But to me, I don't know if other people can see it. I'm trying to like talk so that the red doesn't touch my teeth right now while it dries. But I can always see the spot where I cover it, because I don't have red lip liner. I haven't found one that I liked. So to me, it's very apparent. So I always like to just accentuate the Cupid's bow. That's why it takes me so long to do it, because you kind of have to shape it. Also, last night, I already went ahead and bought 2 people their Christmas presents. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to film a video, what I got for everyone Christmas video. I love watching those for real inspiration. But I feel like Black Friday isn't fun anymore because everyone already releases the Black Friday sales the week prior, so there's no new and excitement. And the deals, honestly, let's be honest, the deals this year are not that great. For the past maybe 3-4 years, I feel like Black Friday hasn't been a thing since 2017 with the weird clown thing. Do you guys remember that? Cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna go film this video. I'm very excited about it. Alright everybody, it is Thanksgiving Day like I mentioned earlier, and I'm super excited for everyone to come. Right now we have about 7 people. Andrew and I were at Walmart yesterday doing our grocery shopping for some last minute Thanksgiving stuff, and we saw some friends that we didn't know were actually staying in Pullman over break, so we invited them too, and I'm so excited to get closer with them and everything like that over this dinner, and everyone's super excited, and especially me and Andrew. So as you can see, the kitchen is very busy, very well loved today. I'm making my second coffee of the day, and actually, I had a great time filming my Christmas wish list video this morning. I probably could have worn a more festive shirt, but I just really like this one. I got it while thrifting with my sister Natalie. Look at the back is cool. Anyway, the people are gonna be starting to arrive in about 4 hours. We're boiling some potatoes to get some of the skin off. We like the skin on, but for like to cater towards other people, we're gonna be taking some of the skins off for mashed potatoes. We're preheating the oven right now. This is the turkey. I'll show you a little bit. That's what we have so far. Andrew seasoned it really well, as you can tell. We got some candied pistachio for a salad that Andrew's making. Here's stuffing, and so neither of us have really eaten stuffing, or that's not true. Andrew's family makes like Mexican style stuffing, which is basically just stuffing with ground beef in it, I guess. So this is his first time having normal, meatless stuffing, and I've never really had it before either, but that stuff's really good. So we're excited about that. Andrew, he loves to cook. I don't know if I mentioned that, that's his passion. But he went ahead and made this balsamic cranberry salad dressing, which is so delicious.
There's no balsamic in it.
There's no balsamic in it?
No. It's apple cider vinaigrette.
Apple cider vinaigrette.
Cranberry vinaigrette. That's why it's red.
Okay, babe, how would you rate your cooking for your... Well, this isn't the first time you've cooked for a Thanksgiving, right?
No. But so far everything's going good.
What's your favorite thing that you've made so far?
I'm really most excited for the salad.
For the salad?
Yeah.
I'm excited about the stuffing.
We got these candied pistachios, which are gonna go with like the feta and the vinaigrette.
What?
I made stuffing for the first time because white people stuffing is different than Mexican stuffing.
I was telling them that you've never had white people stuffing, and I've never really had it either.
I made it for the first time. It turned out pretty good. It's just kind of salty.
Can you explain what Mexican stuffing is? I'm not sure if I explained it right.
Okay. I shouldn't say Mexican stuffing, but how my family does it is they actually stuff the turkey with like ground beef. It's like a mixture of like cooked ground beef with like almond slices.
Oh.
And that's stuffing. And so the meat is really good because it's like absorbs all the juice. But yeah. So
very different. This is the first time, like I said, that either of us are having like normal Thanksgiving stuffing.
And it's not done yet. It looks like crap, but I need to put it in the oven. It's just chilling there.
It's gonna get like a crispy layer on top.
Yeah, and I want to make guac really soon.
Oh yes. Andrew's making guac, and I love his guac. I'm so excited. I cleaned this whole thing. Wait, let me show you our Thanksgiving setup. Let me show you. So we have, I keep forgetting the exact number, between 7 and 9. We have some people that are not coming last minute, and then like I said, we invited some friends that we met at Walmart yesterday, or met up with at Walmart yesterday. We didn't find them in the aisles of Walmart. So basically my apartment is furnished, and it comes with this very small table, which is, it's not a proper size for a dining table with just me and my roommate, so that wasn't gonna cut it. So I brought out my desk. We moved the couch over here for people to sit, and someone in our group chat posed the idea of sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor. So we switched out the white carpet for this one I got at Goodwill, and yeah, it's up to whatever they want. If they want to sit on the floor, they'll sit on the floor. If you want to sit here, sit here. So this is our first ever Thanksgiving that we're hosting together, and I'm very excited. So, yes. All right, everybody, it is now about 3:50, so we're expecting people to start arriving within 10 minutes, although I feel like most people are gonna come an hour late. Fingers crossed, because I would love some more prep time. Here is my outfit. Just have this cute little white crop blouse, bohemian with some ripped Levi's. Andrew is preparing the salad last minute. So a little update about my video that I wanted to post tonight or tomorrow. Unfortunately, a little quirk of the Canon G7X Mark II, which I'm just now learning about, is that oftentimes it's very sensitive to the individual HDMI cable or USB cable, whatever the name is. So the one that it came with from the eBay seller I bought from, it's not picking up on that. So I can't move the footage from the camera over to my computer. So I had to buy an SD card reader, which is gonna be coming in the mail on Tuesday, I believe. So I'm really bummed out that I'm gonna have that video up a lot later than anticipated, but at least it's gonna be up there. So I'm just very excited for people to come. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna actually be vlogging. Probably, knowing myself, probably not that much. Again, these are people I don't know super well, so we'll see. I'm sure we'll have some pictures and some fun little clips to insert, but we're very excited. We're just putting on the finishing touches, and yeah, see you later.
This looks like a Roman candle. What are we doing? I got the line. Let's drink the pain away. Your face is good. Literally. It's alive. It's alive.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Christ.
It's like halfway.
Yeah, it is. It's getting there.
Y'all gonna leave? Give me mad.
So Friendsgiving was a lot of fun. Super great time. The next day, which is what you're seeing now, is the night of the Apple Cup. Andrew and I try to get tickets. It's basically like a rival university football competition, but the prices were absolutely insane and sold out, so we just went out to get pizza instead. Andrew, can I vlog you eating it? So Andrew and I actually went to this famous pizza spot in our college town.
Locally famous, I should.
Locally famous, called, is it Stella's or Stella's?
I think it's Stella's.
Stella's. Andrew, would you like to give our review?
Yeah, it was like a 6 out of 10.
Price point?
Price point, like a 1 out of 10. It was $26 for a 12-inch pizza, which is expensive, and then $35 for 15 inches. So like the 3 inches is $9 more, which is crazy. I don't know. It's just that pizza, I feel like you should be able to taste everything. Like,
all the toppings and the cheese.
This style of pizza was just like definitely like a super thick, like heavy. Actually, I have it here. Like, oh. Ah!
That's kind of explanatory on its own, though.
I don't know. It's like, I guess Washingtonians have never had Blaze Pizza before.
Babe, you can't say that.
Why not?
Because people from Washington might watch this video.
That's fine. Sorry. So let me re-say that because I feel like Washingtonians just have never had Blaze. Like,
Blaze Pizza. It's a pizza chain. We should preface, it's kind of like Subway for pizza, so you can build your own pizza for a flat fee.
Except it's actually good.
It's also probably about $12.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm not trying to be elitist,
BYO.
you know, but I feel like California just has way better food in general.
Southern California.
Yeah.
We can't vouch for Northern.
The LA county. I don't know. It's just that, like, the reviews is so good, and everyone's like, wow, that's the best pizza I've ever had. And it's just like, really?
And also, okay, not to be a Karen or not to be in like a West Coast elitist. Well, we are still on the West Coast, but you know what I mean. But it seems to be that a lot of the places here that have raving reviews, they're all kind of mid.
They're all mid. Like, mid's the exact way to phrase it.
I'm not sure if it's because of COVID. You know, maybe I know a lot of things have changed for businesses after COVID. Maybe it's that. We don't know.
I don't know. It's just not worth the price point.
For $25.
Yeah, it was.
It's just
it was
sincerely
26.
not worth it. But
fun
atmosphere, really nice, cool decor.
Really nice atmosphere. I mean,
very like 80s, 90s diner vibes. So that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. And now I really want to buy the WSU logo LED light because I saw that in there and I thought it was really cool. Anyway, right now Andrew and I are gonna play this little video game of his. We're gonna take turns. So I'm excited. I think it's fun. And now I'm happy to be able to understand what all the TikTok memes are with that skull guy.
We're gonna be playing the campaign
So,
for all the viewers who know.
I really like this game. This game gets me really anxious, as you can see. This is like my live reaction. I just set up the camera.
Get up on the ground and look at them.
Okay, that's a good clip for my vlog. Oh, also before I forget, Friendsgiving was amazing. I thought it went really well.
It went really well. It was a lot of fun.
We had enough food. We had a whole bunch of leftovers for food. Everyone was fantastic. We invited 2 people that we didn't know whatsoever. They were great. They were really fun. One of them is gonna throw a Christmas party at his place, and it should be fun. I'm excited. We made some new friends.
Yeah.
And
it was really good. Like we had it was, I don't know, it was falling apart because a lot of people like bailed out last minute, and so you know, we weren't sure how many people were expecting, and then we just invited people that we knew.
We did get about 7 people though.
No, we got like 7 people, which is not a bad crowd. It was a lot of fun. We had a big feast. It was definitely fun. We played like games after, and yeah, and they helped us clean, which is so sweet. Like I think that's
so nice of them.
that's a big part of like what I think guests should always offer to do. Not expect to do, but offer at least. So
they were so sweet. At least for me personally, my parents are divorced, so like as you can imagine, the holidays are a little bit different for families like mine. But basically, ever since my grandma passed away about 4 or 5 years ago, and I feel like a lot of people are like that, like the grandma ties together the whole family. So once the grandparent passes away, then you guys kind of stop doing family events and stuff. That's how it was for us. So I haven't had like an actual legit Thanksgiving in probably about 4 years. So this was the best Thanksgiving I've had in a very long time, and it was fantastic, and I'm so glad that we got to share it with other people.
yeah, it was fun.